Seen one?
I've seen a skinny mine at convention 250.
A skinny one.
But he still has a pretty big chin.
Whenever you look at Josh Harrell over there,
I got a big chest.
do you see, when you look at Josh over there, do you see something that would lead you to believe that he's powerful?
Sorry.
Huh? Hey, good Wednesday. It's 1 o'clock. That means it's time for Real Estate 101. I'm on the show out of Real Estate 101 retirement because our one and only, the greatest, Shawan Weathers and Steven are in Key West. Tomorrow, if you're on here, if you're watching, please do me a favor. Like, comment, share the stream, ask questions. But if you do me one thing, I'd really appreciate it if you say happy birthday, Shawan.
Yeah,
Tomorrow is her birthday.
Big day
Tomorrow is the rabbit's birthday, and she is in the Key West having a good time, I'm sure.
Joey Calvin said, based on the title, out of Kev, I want to share this one.
Oh, come on.
I got you, Joey Calvin. That's why
Come
I'm
on,
here.
Joey. Hey, this is what's going to stop and get people to watch, because right now the mainstream says, buy a house. Everybody's saying buy a house. There's a euphoria right now where the stream is people buying houses. Now we've got a topic up here, 5 reasons why now is not a good time to buy. It's easier to stand out when something looks different, Josh. Put you in a room with fat people, and guess what? You're going to look different.
He'll stand out a little bit.
So your titles, get on the show, Stevie, and share the stream.
All righty.
Please, sir. Whenever something looks different, it's easy to stand out. That's why our show topic today is why now is not a good time. Today I've got Andre, the regular co-host.
Howdy.
Today I'm sitting in here. So thank you for getting on here, Andre.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Hey, you ever heard of Dr. Fauci? We got Dr. Grouchy up here. Andre, no sleep. Dr. Grouchy. Dr. Grouchy, what do you think when I say right now is not a good time to buy?
I mean, I think it's still a good time to buy. And, I feel like I'm playing devil's advocate here with you. So I'm going to take all your reasons, and I'm going to give you a reason why I believe it's a good time to buy.
Well, tell me one reason why right now it makes sense to buy.
Oh, interest rates. These record low interest rates, I feel like are still, and there's no telling they could go lower. But, a lot of people I try and justify, especially first-time home buyers, is you can get a new home or just a home in general for probably lower than what you're paying rent for, or right around the same. So why wouldn't you want to go ahead and take advantage of these low interest rates, even though, prices are increasing? But it's still a great time to take advantage of these interest rates.
Well, the reason why one may not want to take advantage is because they're sitting here and they're analyzing data. Number one, the prices are going up. And if you are someone that is late to the party, you might feel like I need to wait on a pullback, because the way we make sense of things like stocks and other prices that go up and come down is I saw this price correction happen in 2009. Prices came way down. It seems like prices went down to zero. But in all actuality, the home prices around here went down almost 14% over a 4-year period. The likelihood of that happening again is pretty much not going to happen. It would be something so unforeseen would have to happen. But one reason people wouldn't buy or would consider not buying right now is they see these prices going up. You've got people, they're waiting on numbers to come back to build a house. And they may have started, and let's say the number was 600,000 whenever they were started. Well, now, a month and a half later, it's 10% more, 660. How do you make sense of something going up so fast like that? Maybe you can't make sense of something. Whenever there's no urgency there, you stall. What do you think about that, Drew? Do you have a text?
I agree with you.
Is it a lead?
Yes, I do. Let's see.
Should we call him right here on the show?
No, that's not a lead. That's another agent.
What is it?
She can wait. I'll get back to her.
She might be watching.
With all the things, especially lumber going up, when do you think we'll see a time when lumber is coming back down? Do you think that's going to be a thing here months to come, or how long do you think it's going to take to get lumber back to a decent
How much
price?
can it keep going up?
Yeah.
It'll keep going up till it starts to slow down. That's the way it's going to work. Prices, it'll keep going up, and then other shit will start sneaking up. Next thing we'll hear, drywall's going up now.
Yeah.
Shingles are going up now. Flooring. Next thing you know, the prices will keep going up to where it slows everything down.
What made it go up in the first place?
Well, I'll tell you the story. Hey, Mimi. Mimi. Mimi.
Getting on me, me.
What made it go up in the first place? Well, understand, Josh, if I can tell you why it went up and you agree with me, you'll pay it. Well, whenever COVID started last February, March, the mills that manufactured the lumber, they were guessing, well, with this coming in here, there will be a slowdown in the economy. So many jobs are going to be gone. We didn't know what to expect last year about this time, so they stopped manufacturing the lumber. They stopped doing whatever. So when they stopped, you don't just something that big. It's like a huge train. It takes a long time to stop and a long time to start back. So whenever they came to a stop, then whenever we started coming back, people got sick in these mills. During this time of quarantine, people were going to the Lowe's, the Home Depots, and they were buying a lot of stuff and doing projects around the house. Well, guess what happened in the real estate market last year? Didn't stop.
People kept building. Builders kept building.
Never stopped. Well, it maybe stopped temporarily, but they just blew through everything. And now there's just not enough product to put out there. So these lumber packages, just so you can understand, like one of our houses may have been $30,000, $40,000 to just for the framing. Well, now it may be double that. It's like an unheard of overcorrection of what's going on. Other things will follow. And people are buying right now because of what Drew said. Well, it's still cheap. I'm spreading this out over 30 years. A $30,000 price increase spread out over 30 years is $13 a month. Is that going to really hurt you? Is it going to crush you? Number 2 reason why you shouldn't buy. I'm sure Mimi's telling people, Hayden, you don't want to buy it because of number 2. Such a limited amount of inventory out there. There just ain't much to buy, is it? Like whenever you look and you find something and you're like, well, we'll go look at it. We'll go check it out this weekend. It's gone.
Gone.
It's just not there anymore. There's just not many to choose from. If you're picky and you're on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette and they pull some dude out there that ain't very good looking, you might say, I don't want that guy. I want to wait on the next guy.
Or you got to wait for all the other guys because it's got all those multiple offers on it. And those are hard to win too.
Which side of this are you on, Drew? Are you flipping over here on my
I'm
side?
sorry. Well, hey, if you're with someone good, hey, that guy'll step to the front of the line, take that spot.
Hey, it's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside.
Yep.
Well, I think our team does a very good job of getting people in a position to where they know how to win multiple offers, because we can have a conversation with somebody where they can understand and justify paying more than what somebody's asking for. Today, the list price is just the list price is just a target where the auction begins.
Starting big.
And I know
Starting big.
I know this sounds crazy, and this probably won't help my case, but I was speaking to an agent. I was trying to get into a house that it was coming soon, and they said they had one other person getting in it, and I was like, come on, we don't want to lose an offer, and they were like, well, the other person has lost 24 offers. I said 24 offers. They've lost 24. And she said yes.
That's way too many.
I said, oh.
What did
my.
you say to them?
Do you believe that?
Yeah, well, here's what I'd say. Well, they're probably not making the kind of offer you need.
Yep.
I see a pattern.
That is exactly what I said.
Don't bullshit me. There's no way you could.
I said,
You think he said it just like
I
that?
said, well, if they've written 24 offers and they haven't gotten one, do you think they're going to bring you something really good?
What did she say?
She said, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I
Did you
said,
get them in there?
Yeah, we got in it.
Who get the deal?
We didn't write it up. It was.
Yeah.
They
We
didn't
need
like
to do some research and find out that other unlucky 24.
it. Yeah.
You
I'll
think
have
you think they got the
I
deal?
say statistics show they won't get it.
Lucky
They're-
number 25.
Hey, to me, they're a mush. They're unlucky. Who do you know anybody around here that's unlucky, Josh? Who?
Cooler.
Who's the cooler right now? Who's unlucky for you?
I'd say Hayden's pretty unlucky.
Oh, damn! You said that right in front of Mimi.
Uh-oh.
Why do you think Hayden's unlucky?
Just nothing's gone his way in the past few months.
Damn.
I was thinking the same about you, man.
What's all this hate?
Uh-oh.
We got grumpy and we got hate.
That wasn't hate.
Hey,
You want to arm wrestle for it?
I think you're a lucky guy.
That's- I agree with you. I agree 100%. Number 3, if you're looking to buy a house, number 3 on the reason why you should not buy right now is because if you're buying a house, you're not going to get great terms. You're not going to get any closing cost. You're not going to be able to protect your offer with some contingencies in there. You're not going to be able to say, I want to do a home inspection. How does that make you feel? I have probably sold 1,200 homes. I'm not patting myself on the back. I am patting myself on the back. In the last 2 homes we have lived in, I didn't do a home inspection because I didn't want to give the seller a reason to counter my offer that I made. Am I rolling the dice? Maybe a little bit, but most everything that you're going to buy can be fixed. And in the offer that I made them, it was at a point to where it was good enough for them to take the deal. If I change it a little bit in this kind of market, if you present something, if you've done this, you do something where the deal changes just this much, it might give enough time for Ashley to come in there and steal that deal from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you doing? What are you telling your people right now? Whenever it's time to write an offer, what are you telling them, Drew?
I'm telling them, look, I get them to tell me how much they love the home, how much they want the home. So I get them to justify to me about how much that they really want to buy the house. And then I usually tell them, well, I'll explain, show them data of how fast and quick the market moves and just ask them, say, hey, can you justify if we don't move on this quickly? I know how much you guys love it. Would you be okay if someone came in here and we lost it?
What would they say?
I mean, it's really up to them on how much they love the house.
That's right. Because I don't believe over here we ever talk somebody into doing something. It's got to be something that they're in agreement with. They actually need to do it. I'm not going to tell you to do it. Hayden, is this something you want to do?
Yeah.
Now, why is this the one you want to buy?
Well, hell, we hadn't seen anything else even close that's available. Everything we see is gone.
So I'm going to get Hayden certain without telling him to get certain. Hey, well, how long have you been looking?
We've been looking for about 2 or 3 months.
Since you've been looking, have you seen anything that you like almost as much as this one?
Yeah, I have. Before I got out there, it was gone.
How long do you think this one's going to last?
About as long as the others.
How long was that? I always get answers. You never ask questions without the intent of getting the answer. How long, if you had to guess?
If I had to guess, this thing won't last a day.
Now, I've given Hayden certainty by not saying anything, but just by asking. Just by asking these trick questions. Hey, will you get, this is Chad. Tell him I'm right in the middle of something. I'll call him right back. Number 4, if you are one, does not like to make urgent decisions, it is not the right time for you to buy. How quickly are people having to make a decision if this is what they want or not?
Very quick, like as soon as possible. Same day, same hour, really. I mean, a lot of people have been putting offer deadlines on there, but most of the times those people already have multiple offers and they've usually already gone with one.
As a matter of fact, we surveyed one realtor lost 24 deals
With one client.
with one client.
We need to get that agent on.
I'd
the
like to
show.
know who that agent was, and I'd like to stay away from him.
I'd like to know who the client was.
That is amazing that somebody is still in the process after losing 24 offers.
You know what that is?
Deal fatigue.
Commitment.
Oh, they are committed. They ain't listening to this show, are they?
No. Mm-mm.
But a lot of people, if you struggle making an urgent decision, like for example, if we walked in the house if I were to say, Hayden, I know, you've told me you don't like to make really fast decisions, but if you want to buy a house in this kind of market, can you overcome that fear of making faster decisions?
I mean, I guess if I want a house, if you're saying I've gotta have, the only way I'm gonna get a house is making a fast decision.
Well, I don't want you to do anything that you're not comfortable doing. I just want you to be prepared because I can show you this information that will show you how fast they move. How long, in your mind, do you think you would need to be able to make a decision if you want a house or not? See, getting data from him is extremely important, what he thinks. How long do you think is enough time? How long do you think you'd need?
I love to sleep on things.
You love to sleep on things. Well, if you want to sleep on it, you won't be sleeping in it. So what I would do is I would show them that. Well, if you had to speed that up, how would it make you feel if I said, well, you're probably going to have to make that decision sooner? And if I'm making you feel uncomfortable, I won't do that. But by not doing that, I feel like the likelihood of you getting the house you want will really drop.
Well, if it's gonna give me the house I want, I think I can make a faster decision than sleep.
Well, let me ask you this. Whenever you add time to your decisions, do you always feel like you've made the best decision?
No,
You
I
s-
still make bad decisions.
Yeah, me too. We all do. It's okay though, buddy. Number 5, and this one, I don't know how I feel about this, but I do feel like people kind of home settle. Like, well, and I could argue why you should just get into the game right now, because just buying something over time, you're building wealth. So home settle, it's like if I couldn't get this one, but I'll take this one. It's like I was in the Bachelorette and I finally got down to the one that would take me, and she's number 17. I'll take you. Let's do it.
I just want to be married.
I just want to get married. But those are 5 reasons why you should not buy. And I don't think there's anything wrong if you're a realtor and you watch this. Hey, here's why you shouldn't buy right now. Just because I tell you prices going up does not really change your certainty. If you want to do so, hey, notice this. Whenever people come to you and they want information to help make a decision, man, let me tell you what she did to me. Let me tell you all the things she's done. I always go to relationships. She did this, and she's been doing that. Man, what should I do? Hello?
You should leave her, man, leave her.
Oh, yeah, okay. And guess what I do?
Stay with her.
I never leave her. Because I really am asking, hoping that you're going to tell me what I hear, but I'm going to make my own decision. For some reason, we get so narcissistic, we think what we say is really going to change the outcome. It ain't. It hardly ever does. How often do you tell somebody something and they don't do it?
All the time.
Man, I wouldn't do that. Okay, should I not? Then, hey, they do it anyway. Is Drew up here? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Drew.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Hey, I'm here.
What's your note saying to do?
Well, I was going to combat and give a couple good reasons why I believe it's a good time. So, number 1, I kind of went over that, would be interest rates. Of course, we know record low, already said it. And then another thing, which was big to me because me and my wife bought a home at a young age too. A lot of young people, they have this depiction of how hard it is to buy a home, but
What does that word mean, Drew?
of
Do you even know what that word means?
I know how to use it.
yeah, I know how to use it. I can use it in a sentence, but so they see and hear things. So
Google it. Depiction.
depiction.
I'm already on it.
I got Google
Give-
in my head.
Show or represent, portray in words or describe.
There you go.
Good job by staying corrected.
But just investing in yourself. So whenever you buy a property, especially in this market, prices are doing nothing but rising. So, whenever you go to sell, you're going to be able to put some money in your pocket. You're going to have all that equity in your home. So it's really a good investment, a great wealth builder. I built a lot of wealth off my first house. So then we upgraded in our new house, and, in a couple years, we'll probably sell there and make a little bit of money on it.
He's rich.
So I'm 47 years old and I'm looking up here. This is the takeaway, okay? Here's the big takeaway. I'm 47. I'm looking up there. We've been in this spot before during my real estate career. And probably 2007. Things like this were going on. And if I could go back and buy all the stuff possible in 2007, I'd be rich. Despite rising prices, limited inventory, bad terms, urgent decisions, home settle. If I would have done that, the beauty of real estate is the time that you hold it. Imagine if you got to max out your credit card and then Drew paid it off for you. That's the beauty of real estate.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Hey,
That's what I'm here for.
yeah, that's what he's doing. That's why, so you get the debt on something, but somebody else pays it off for you. And every month they're bringing it down. If you wanted to, you go out and buy you a little something else. We know what you go buy too. We already know.
Another thing I got, is an easier time to qualify for buyers. So, there's going to be there's more leniency whenever you're going to get qualified for a home. It's not going to be as tough because, this market, it's going to make it real easy for you to get qualified for a home loan.
So I bought 2 houses this past year, 2, and looking at the rate, that's the real win right now when you buy, especially if you're going to be in a home for a while. Those rates are 3%. I mean, that is very, very cheap money. And today, the payment on those 2 houses, though, it's a lot. But in 20 years, that probably won't be a lot of money. I'm sure we'll be gone or out of the house by then. But right now, the beauty is to enter into the game. Like, to give you an example, I want to buy a house in Florida. And I want to be in this one specific area. And my wife, I don't want to be, where we may have to enter the market down there. It may be Panama City Beach. That ain't where she wants to be. She don't care about a condo in Panama City Beach. But the hard thing is to just get in the game. And then once you get in the game, you start rolling momentum into more deals. So the beauty is just being able to get into real estate. That is the beauty of it. So I would tell everybody, right now is a great time to buy. I just wanted to trick some of you because I might say something, or the title, hey, it was just to trick you. Thank you for tuning in. Is that the only reason why you tuned in today?
You got me, Tommy.
Yep.
So go ahead and shut us down. Drew, hey, hey, how did I do? Was I rusty?
You did great. Great job. I would expect nothing less. But hey, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. And he'll be live in the morning, 8:30.
And tomorrow, just so you know, come in here. We need to bring things for Shawan. Tomorrow, the whole show, the morning grind is going to be about our girl, Shawan Weathers. Everybody have a great day, and thank you for watching.